Let's do it.
Welcome everybody and good evening to this very, very special Shenmue 3 stream. We're raising money tonight for GameBlast 2021, run by a very, very good charity called Special Effect. And I'm going to show you a video in a minute about what they do and how they help gamers across the UK. But first, I want to introduce my co-owner, James.
Hello, how's everyone doing? I'm James Brown, co-owner Shenmue Dojo. Nice to have you all in the chat, watching the stream here.
Oh, thank you.
It's good.
Radio Sega's followed us already. Brilliant.
Nice one.
Sorry,
I was just going to say, we've got Casey raiding us with a party of 9, so thanks, Casey. Great stream he's just done, playing a load of arcade games.
Brilliant.
But obviously we're all doing this for Radio Sega and the charity Special Effect for GameBlast 2021. So we are trying to raise money. If anyone wants to donate to the special charity, you're going to watch a video in a minute of all the reason why we're doing this, basically. And just saying this now, if anyone does donate towards Special Effect, I've got 3 Shenmue World magazines and all the extras to give away. So we're going to pick 3 names at random at the end of the stream from the people that have donated, and we'll give away 3 magazines to 3 of you, basically.
The donate link is in the chat right now. But
cool.
First, before we start, I'm just going to play you a very, very short video just to tell you what Special Effect are all about.
Nobody likes being left out. That's why Special Effect are helping people with physical disabilities to play video games. But this isn't just about having fun. The gaming setups we create are personalised, so people can play to the very best of their abilities. And that opens the door to inclusion and independence, confidence and creativity. Help us level the playing field and create more magical gaming moments. Because it's everyone's turn to play.
So that's a little bit about Special Effect and what they do and how they do it. They're based in Oxfordshire, do a fantastic job, very close to my heart, as I've always worked with children with special needs, etc. in the past. Fantastic charity. Donate what you can, and we'll crack on with some Shenmue 3 in a minute. I've just noticed the chat is now working for some random reason. I don't know why it wasn't before. Streamlabs for you.
D-Chart Art.
Yeah, it's all there.
Thanks everyone for joining.
Don't know why it's
got a lot of Radio Sega people in here.
Yeah, I noticed Shiru's in there, Sylvia's in there. Nice to see you. Shenwell just popped in as well. How you doing?
Nice name.
Now, just so everybody knows the story, we're not starting quite at the start of Shenmue 3. We're a little bit of the way in. So we've just fought the bookie and gone to the Flowerbird Wind Moon bookie to get some more information about stonemasons. So we're now heading to the Sunflower Grove to find out that information. And anybody who's played this game before knows there's a very sort of Shenmue bit coming up. But how is everyone doing this fine Friday evening or morning? Depends on where you are. We are worldwide.
Says charity link not working. Let me check.
Okay, thank you. Is that the button code or is that the chat in the link in the chat?
Both of them, actually.
It might be because it was a direct link off of mine. We can sort that out. Probably because I was logged in.
You sent me the one yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
Come on, mister. Let's play. Yeah, play with us.
It might be because I'm logged in.
Busy. Be busy later. Come on, play hide and seek with us.
There's someone else I have to find right now.
Play hide and seek.
Okay, here you go, guys. Got it.
Anything you want.
Can you tell me?
Actually, is that not the same link? Hang on.
Around here?
No, it's
that
not.
does work. Yeah, that works.
Can we just check that link in the
Well,
in the
hello
chat,
there.
guys?
You don't know.
Thanks, Shenmue, for hosting us.
That bald guy with a big spider John on
And
his
I've
head.
just put it on YouTube as well.
Lovely, thank you.
Really?
More if you play with us.
I should be able to edit that button while you're playing, right?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I probably should have been paying
Sorry
attention
about
to the
that,
game.
guys.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. It's the
We
fun
should
of
check that first.
technical hitch-ups.
It's like
that
the
we've had
one
this
thing that we
morning.
should have checked.
Yeah. Anyway, get donating. We've got a target of £100 tonight. The competition
We've already
Shenmue
done
is
£20 each, haven't we? So
we have 3 copies of Shenmue World to give away, but you have to donate to GameBlast via the link in the chat to be entered into the draw, and it will be drawn at the end of the stream. Let's find these people.
And
Well, hello there.
Yeah, you can donate as much or as little as you would like. It's going directly to special effects, so
Oh, there's the one.
okay. I think I'm in.
How's everyone doing today? All good?
You found me.
Where are the others?
I can't tell you that. That's cheating.
Fair
I think
enough.
I quite like a scene.
Sylvia's getting the
The,
same error, apparently.
What, from that new link?
Yeah. Hi there, Sentient Toaster. Guide you doing well? Donation's not valid. Ooh. I might have to log out and see if I can fix it. Country. It shouldn't do, because I thought Just Giving was worldwide.
It gave me the error after logged into.
Really ought to be paying attention to the game. Thanks, Codename. Really appreciate the comment there. Cedric's was a really good one to do, actually. I was quite
Your
surprised.
Cedric one was really good, yeah, really good. I'd recommend anyone to check that interview out with Cedric, because he's basically he revealed Shenmue 4 in it, well, to a certain extent.
Didn't find them yourself.
Fair enough. Sorry.
Let me have a quick look at the link, just while it's...
Ah, yeah. You can also use that link Radio Sega's posted. Many bloody tabs open now.
I've got about 1,000 tabs open. There we go. Let's try this one. Thanks for your patience, guys. Appreciated. That should be.
It's just weird though, because that link that you gave me last night, it does go to the special effect fundraising.
Yeah, I don't know. Phrase is
You
shit.
changed it.
Yeah, I just chucked it in the chat so everybody can see
Oh
it.
yeah, there you go. I think that should work now, right? That
Yeah.
link in the chat, guys, the one that we just posted. Let us know.
Bugger. Where's the other one? He's behind the cart, isn't he? There he is. There we are.
There you are.
So how many of you have caught up with our podcast? Sort of a bit of a new thing for late 2020-21. I know James and I have had a really good time putting them together. How many of you got Shenmue World as well? Cracking magazine. Shameless plug.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, like I say, really enjoying the podcasts. I mean, I don't know if Casey's still in the chat, but it's basically that podcast we did with Casey on the Sega Lounge that kind of got us into it.
Yeah, it's Casey. It's all Casey's fault.
All Casey's fault, yeah. Probably wouldn't have got into podcasting, but I've just seen the recent donation. Yeah, so it's going across the top now.
Yeah.
Was it doing that before?
I set it up earlier. I got cocky. Thought, oh yeah, I'll make it look good, and then everything else goes to tits. But never mind.
But yeah, so podcast-wise, we've we've got like some sort of mainline episodes that we're working on. There's 2 of those at the moment, and they're like kind of long form podcasts, anywhere between anywhere between 2 and 4 hours really. So if you're into your long form podcasts, or your commutes, or whatever, you want to listen to something, you can listen to the Shenmue Dojo show, and that is available should be on all good podcasting platforms. And you should have a long feed of like all these different interviews that Matt's done with different people related to Shenmue. So we've got Cedric Biscay, Ryan Payton. There's a few fans from the community that he spoke to, and Bloodhound Town.
Thank you very much.
Andrew Dickinson.
Thank you, Sylvia, for donating there.
Oh, awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
How will euros change the bar at the bottom, do you know?
Yeah, it converts
dollars.
It. Thank you, SK, as well. Thank you very much.
Awesome stuff, guys. Thank you. And basically, I was just going to say that we're going to lead into a new episode Sunday, Matt, I think?
Yeah, we're going to record one on Sunday, probably afternoon.
Yeah, and the plan's just to release that on the next Shenmue Day, so the 4th of March. You can look out for that.
What's this?
So we've got quite a lot of different things going on at the moment in regards to Shenmue Dojo.
I have a question for the chat, actually, regarding podcasts and interviews. It's being cheeky here, obviously. Is there anybody the community would like us to interview? And be realistic, please. I haven't got Yu Suzuki on speed dial.
That's the goal, though, right?
Yeah.
Eventually. You just have to learn Japanese first.
Thank you very much.
Johnny Fraser, thank you for the £5.
His translator or something. What was that guy's name from Magic Monaco? Was it Benji or something like that?
Kenji,
there was a guy, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Benji, I think it was, yeah. Just have to have an interview with Benji and Yu Suzuki.
What's this?
Oh yeah, the bar's just updated, so we're over 50% of the way already.
Oh, okay. Is Codename saying that there is Landisi? Books I have to run.
Oh, he's talking about Landisi and the history of his mod. Okay, yeah, that's a good one actually. Yeah, because he was back in the day. Landisi was a sort of bit of a trailblazer back in the day for the modding scene. Yeah, I don't think that's unrealistic at all.
It's not a bad shout.
Oh yeah, Radio Sega. If you donate anything, at least £3 to any member of the team tonight, including us, you're eligible for a prize on the Sega quiz in a couple of hours.
Oh, okay. 11 PM GMT. I might tune in for that, actually. I love a bit of Sega quiz.
Excellent.
Sega Lounge Challenge. Yeah, brilliant, guys. So you've got loads of different things there. Actually, I should really be writing your names down for this. Because obviously, if you donate through us as well, you're going to get into the pool for these Shenmue World magazines. I've got 3 to give away. And I've lost my... Here it is. Got like a big wheel of fortune thing spinning here. So let me see. I'll get your names in here. Don't know what to do for anonymouses though. If you do put your name as anonymous, which is fair enough if you don't want your name thingy, but you can also like private message me either on here or Twitter or something, just so I can add your name to the actual prize list. So you're still in the chance of winning something. Oh, that's fine, Sylvia, no problem. Thanks for the donation.
Thanks for dropping in.
I hope you get the prize. So let me get these names in. I won't put my name, obviously.
What's this? Some sort of name list?
I'm Johnny Fraser.
One of the thugs must have dropped it.
Is the game audio loud enough for you guys? Because if it's not, I can turn it up a tiny bit.
Sorry if you can even
Show the
type in.
villagers what I found. They might be able to tell me more.
Maybe
So what's this now? This is the stonemason name list, isn't it?
Yeah. Excellent, yeah. I will turn,
Oh yeah, I see.
turn us up when I get out of here.
That's cool that the Just Giving page has also got the stream on. I like that. Okay, SK.
There we go.
Okay, SK. Oops, hang on. Mute that. Cool.
Hey, Serge
Thanks
Nest,
so much,
how
guys,
you
for
doing?
donating so far.
Try and decide if I donate or just buy a magazine. Well, if you donate, it's technically you might get a magazine for less.
That's true, yeah. You can donate as little or as much as you like as
Yeah.
well. I think, what's the minimum? Is it £2 or?
£2, I think, Just Giving has.
Yeah. To be honest, Asmo, if you donate £2 and don't win, I'll just minus £2. So.
Oh yeah, they're talking about the Unreal 4 project in the chat. Yeah, it looks bloody fantastic.
Let me get a link for that, actually. If no one's seen that, I'll grab a Dojo forum link.
It's
Would you recommend the
Do you know
devlogs?
anything about this?
yes, or you could link the news post I did as well.
I see.
Of the devlog?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, this is...
Right. Anyway, thanks for your help.
Oh, it's me, yeah. So this is the devlog post of that project that someone just mentioned in the chat, the Phoenix and Dragon collection. Basically, it's Lemon Hayes, who's a staff member on the Shenmue Dojo team. He's working with his team on a sort of like an upgraded Shenmue 1 and 2 remaster kind of thing. Like, if you remember when that footage was leaked of on Digital Foundry of what they were actually working on, basically that was obviously cancelled, and we got the Shenmue 1 and 2 HD ports, if you want to call them that we did get. But Lemon Hayes has gone back and he's trying to continue that kind of full-on remaster, but he's broke it into two parts, so there's like two halves. So there's a dragon mode, which is going to be the original Shenmue experience, but just in Unreal 4 graphics engine. So whatever you can expect from Unreal 4 engine in terms of like weather effects, it's got some really nice screenshots of Dobuito in the snow, like really heavy snowfall, and also even things like ray tracing, I think, right?
Yeah, ray tracing.
Yeah. So if you want to check that project out, that's going to be like an upgraded Shenmue 1 and 2 remake kind of thing, but it's basically just a mod. So when he does actually release this thing, you'll just add it to your files for your Shenmue 1 and 2 on PC, and it'll just give it a fresh coat of paint, basically. And then obviously the Phoenix mode that they're working on as well is a full-on remake, basically. So they're adding things to the game that weren't there before and making things, improving things, I suppose. You can read all about that there through that link I've just posted there. It's devlog though. If you want to follow that, that's you can follow the devlog and see how they're getting on with that.
Yes.
Yes, okay. So at the bottom of that post, that news post, it says we have opened a dedicated sub-forum. If you click that, that'll link you to, in fact, this is probably the better one. If you're interested in what the actual project looks like so far. That should link that post, right? Yeah.
Make the game
so that particular post I've just linked, yeah, that's got screenshots like I was just talking about, the snow effects and Dobuito and just the sort of upscale graphics and stuff, and it looks incredible, really.
I learned. Come back.
Sure.
Thank you so.
Let's turn the game audio up. Just had a request.
Just looking for the shots now.
Is the audio okay for everybody now?
I need help with something.
Are you speaking?
Just so we can check.
Is there anything?
Oh, this is Shigwawe.
As for the...
I've seen him before.
Okay.
Also, guys, someone said on YouTube that they're in the US. Doesn't matter where you are. If you win a magazine, I'll ship them. I'll ship them worldwide, so no problem. And actually, I haven't put that link in the YouTube.
Yeah, the YouTube chat's not.
If you're watching on YouTube, yeah, then there's the donation link for Special Effect. Which I don't know if you caught the video at the start of the stream, but obviously, basically what they do is they kind of design different peripherals for allowing children or just people in general with certain disabilities that mean that they're unable to actually play games the way that I suppose like me and everyone in the chat can probably play games. These certain people there with disabilities that affect their ability to just pick up a control pad that we take for granted. So Special Effect go out of the way to design unique peripherals for the certain individuals depending on their disability, and just make it so that they can actually continue to game with the rest of the world, really. And it's really cool. We'll show another video in a little bit, but some of the peripherals that they've made where they've got like I think even in Casey's if you listen to the latest Sega Lounge episode today, he interviewed two of the people involved in Special Effect, and there was some really interesting stories there of just some of the gadgets and stuff that they've been able to design. So people can play games with the mouth basically, and the chin, or whatever kind of helps them just to be able to play a game basically. Which like I say, we all take for granted. We're just sat here playing Shenmue 3 now, and it's a really cool charity. And if you'd like to donate towards that, then that would be amazing.
And by donating, you get into the draw for a copy of Shenmue World. So,
and no problem, Casey. There you go. There's a little plug for your show as well.
Interesting.
Get donating, everybody. It's a hell of a cause. They do some fantastic work.
Really?
And games should be played by everybody.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter creed, ability, disability, or whatever. Games should be accessible to everybody.
Belong to the thugs. They must have dropped it.
They've crossed off some of the names.
Oh, nice. Retro Godfather on YouTube saying that his Shenmue World came through about a week ago.
Fantastic.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for saying that. Glad you're enjoying it.
We don't know that for sure.
Just got a stack of them in front of me.
Hiding. I'll go and talk to the other stonemasons.
I presume everybody
Got so many screens.
Yeah, I've got 3 screens going. It's crazy. I presume everyone in the chat has seen Shenmue World magazine.
I can show it off a little bit, by the way.
Yeah, go for it.
So, obviously, I don't know if you do donate, and we're going to put your name in a draw, and they've got 3 of these, and at the moment, to be honest, I think I've only got three names. So at the moment, these 3 people are going to win one. So get donating, guys. This is what you'll get. You'll get Shenmue World magazine. I'll open it up in a minute so you can see. But there's music by Rio X, who does synthwave remixes of classic Shenmue tracks, and it's just an overall nice package, if I do say so myself. Hand produced. By myself and my wife for the past month. It's a bit of a nightmare, really.
Okay, thanks.
If you missed it on Kickstarter, we had about 650 backers in a sense. I think we had 592, but some of them bought two copies. So I had 650, which I don't know. It doesn't sound like a lot. It does sound like a lot, but it doesn't at the same time. But when you're actually going through the process of packaging and putting all these different bits and pieces together.
Thank you very much.
Trust me, it's taken ages.
Asmo Hazuki, thank you for the £6.50. Sorry, James, just jumping in on you.
Oh, you're okay. No problem. I was just going to say, we kind of worked out that it probably did take, once you got everything together, around a good 10 minutes really per magazine. So,
excuse me.
It's been a nightmare, but it's all good. It's all for a good cause, and it's been an overall enjoyable experience. I'll try and show some of the bits and pieces off in here.
I mean, it's
And
crazy
thanks for
the amount of
donation.
work that's gone into it. You've got to consider the Kickstarter, the project was nearly sort of finished in most
Yeah.
respects. But I mean, this is months and months
Yeah.
of work on top of
Not really.
All these people
packaging, on top of shipping, on top of getting everything together, curating the artwork,
Exactly.
the magazines.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a heck of a lot of work.
See, in my head, I was thinking,
Schur's house was ransacked.
Asma Hazuki, don't worry. Furlough or not, any amount counts. It all goes to a great cause.
You're in now, sure.
yeah, oh, no, we do appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes.
And you're in the draw for a magazine, so hopefully it's money well spent. Which it is. Anything you give us is money well spent tonight.
That will take us.
But yeah, no, you're right, Matt. It's I probably had the magazine done just before Christmas, and then I was like, in my head I was thinking
I'll go check it
it
out.
wouldn't be too hard, a couple more weeks and everyone will have them. And it ended up being like 2 months. Just obviously the manufacturing took a while, and bits and pieces came in drips and drabs, and then obviously the packaging stage took longer than I anticipated. But a lot of people are picking them up now. A lot of people are getting them. So here's the magazine. I've just unpacked everything. So it's 164 full colour. The paper's thick, glossy. It's nice. Let me take that out of the middle there. Comes with extra little leaflets and stuff. And I don't know if you can tell on the camera there, but the cover's got this sort of nice. It's called a UV spot treatment. And there you go. You can see it glimmering across Rio there. We've highlighted Rio and the logos and stuff on the magazine. So it's a really nice cover. Cherry blossom leaves on the back. And some of the content you can expect inside. You've got like comic, all fan art. It's all created by fans that I've gone out my way to ask, and they've all contributed towards the magazine. Got a series overview there of the games, and then this is an article Peter Campbell did on the dojo's history. Obviously the dojo is well over 20 years old now, so there's a lot of history, so that's interesting read. And then this little article is cool. This is a kind of like a reprint that Ed Lomas, who used to work on the official Dreamcast magazines back in the day, in the 1999s and 2000s, should I say, the early 2000s. And we've reprinted the actual original preview of Shenmue. He went to Tokyo Game Show sort of mid 1999 to check out Shenmue, and pretty cool reprinted article there. And then you've got a blog post from Phantom Riverstone, which is another great Shenmue resource. If I don't know, I'm pretty sure everyone should know about these things, but phantomriverstone.com, if you go there, there's a heap ton of blog posts he's created over the years. It's like Japanese translated articles and interviews with people, and he's just a bit of everything really. There's so much content. It's definitely a recommended website to go to, and that was one of his blog posts printed. I thought it would be quite nice. Then we've got an interview with Eric Kelso here. Really good interview with the voice of Ren, Fukusan, and Guizhang. And I'll show you something else special that he did for us for the magazine. Then we got some nice full page screenshots of Guilin, and then a Shenmue 2. Another blog post by Phantom Riverstone. There's just loads of stuff packed in here. To be fair, guys, we've got another comic at the back here from Shensun. And then I've done a Shenmue 3 side quest guide for Bailu Village. It's 10 quests. A little bit with Eric Kelso there. And then I've even done like some word searches and some puzzles and stuff. And then towards the back of the magazine, we've got some cool stuff. We've got a community section, and there's a nice article here with Erin, who's like a Japanese fan, does cosplay, fan art, and she was making these Ryo and Ren dolls as well. Really cool stuff. And then fan art in general from different artists. the back of the book here. I don't know if I'm spoiling this too much, but just get a gist of everything you can expect in this magazine, which you can't actually get anymore, so I don't know why I'm going so in-depth, but you can get tonight if you donate. I'm going to give 3 extra copies of this to 3 donators, basically. So there's the magazine in a nutshell. And then, like I say, there's some extra little things that come with it. So there's a contents page. Like I said, there was a special item from Eric Calso, and he's hand-signed. I think he did over 800 of these prints. It's really cool, so you'll get one of them if you want a signature from Eric Calso. It was really nice of him to do that. Then we've got a sort of a digitally signed print here from Erin, and there's some nice fan art, a double-sided sheet. And then a cool item here from Koji, who's the guy that designed the front cover of the magazine. This is his artwork, but basically unedited, on a nice A3 poster there, folded poster. There's also a set of these cute Shenmue character stickers that you can just peel off and stick to wherever you like. Nice little sticker sheet there. That's from a Japanese fan. Struggle to pronounce the name. It's Tsunemobu, something like that, a Japanese name. Nice of that person to provide us with them as well. And there's a couple of extra little bonus stickers. Shenmue Dojo, Shenmue World sticker. There's a nice little card as well that says thanks for being a Kickstarter backer. And sorry guys, the next bit is like it's like an envelope, and it's got 5 Guilin postcards. Basically just some nice screenshots of Guilin that kind of fit the theme that I've done on the reverse. Got the Shenmue prophecy printed on these postcards, and made to look like they've got stamps and stuff. So that's really cool. And the final item, which I think I did mention, the Rio X CD, and it's got 12 tracks from his Shenwave EP albums, basically. And it's just a nice album in general. Nice collection of songs from Rio X. And that is the pack there, guys. So if you do donate tonight for special effects, a nice special cause, 3 lucky winners will... I'll get you drawn out the hat here and send off a copy of all that to you. Waffled on for a bit there, Matt, sorry.
That's alright. It's a bloody good magazine. You can tell the effort and the love that's gone into it. And any Shenmue fan would want it, in my opinion.
Thanks. Thanks, man. All good? So, Asmo asks, what's your highest score?
I'll comment in a minute.
I think you're better at the wood chopping, Matt, to be fair, aren't you?
Oh, I've lost it. It's gone wrong. I can't remember Asmo, actually, but that went wrong very quickly. But it's not too bad. I think it's around 1,500 and something. I'd have to check.
All right. I got the top score.
How about yourself? What's your score, Asmo?
He's got 1260. It's not bad.
Oh, I got 1260. Sorry, I didn't see that. Yeah.
Not bad at all. Right, so who's going to donate a couple of quid, dollars, euros, rupees, whatever? Because you then get to choose the next mini game that I play. And you get into the draw. Yeah, you can't forget that.
You actually get into 2 draws, actually. The Radio Sega one as well.
Yeah. It has to be over £3 for the Radio Sega one. But yeah, £3 or up, you get into the draw for tonight and a draw for a prize from Radio Sega as well, which will be drawn at about 11:30. So it's well worth doing.
And they've got a Sega themed quiz going live at 11 PM GMT, which... What's that, like an hour after we finish?
Yeah, about that.
To be fair, we can grade someone as well, to be honest. We can host... I'll check the schedule, let's see.
After my epic performance with Wacky Mole, I suck at this. I've already lost 2 lives.
Okay, because currently we're on £70, man.
Yeah, we're flying. We want that £100 mark at the end of the night, though, guys. Come on. We're almost there. Anybody follows us tonight, I will donate an extra £1 towards it as well.
Oh, that's a nice idea.
So anybody that followed earlier, I think there was a few at the start of the stream, I will throw that in.
I could split that if you like, just as long as some guy with a bot doesn't come in and follow us like 1,000 times.
I think I'd probably get shot by the missus. I recovered it a little bit now. It started off really badly. It's the pressure of being live, you see. Ah, yeah. Cocked it up.
So I don't want to give you up here, man, but as the I can't even say the word. The anonymous.
It's me, yeah.
Is that you?
It's me.
Yeah, okay. Asma says, so if he unfollows and follows 30 times.
Don't you bloody dare. Ah! Oh, yeah, I didn't even realise I had another life. Or I salvaged that, because that was poor to start with.
Got a message from Danny in the chat, but it's in French. Let me translate that.
I did it. I'll keep going.
I recognise that name anyway, Danny.
If you do that, Shenmue, just imagine Peter's reaction to Goro. For anybody who's watched these streams in the past, you'll get what I mean. And if you haven't, go and watch them back. What's Danny saying in the chat?
Oh, he said he received this week. Beautiful.
Oh,
he must be on about the magazine.
Brilliant. What time is it in game? We've got a while yet. I'm gonna go chop some wood. Chop, 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 chop. Much.
I don't know if I retweeted the live tweet. I might give it another retweet, to be fair, on the dojo account, man.
Yeah, go for it, go for it. Peter loves Goro. Oh yes, he does. He does. Right. Let's go chop some wood. Maybe I don't embarrass myself this time. I'm also going to buy some moves, actually.
What is it?
Buy.
What's that?
Give me some moves. And I want some garlic, damn it.
Finished?
No, Rio likes his garlic. Oh, no, I was going to chop wood, wasn't I? Tell it's been a long day.
Excuse me. What is it?
Job.
I hear I can...
If you're tweet the stream out with a few different accounts I've got.
Yeah. Right, let's see if I can salvage some respectability now. What's your highest score on wood chopping, everyone?
That's it. Yes.
That's poor.
Yes.
Come on. 146. That's a good score. I can tell you now, I'm not going to get anywhere near that at this rate for this one.
Well, what was the max that you got? Because you got it really high at one point, didn't you?
161 is the best I've done. But clearly I'm not showing that form right now. Oh, here we go. Ah! No!
That's it. Perfect.
I always struggle to find the centre that they want you to hit.
I try and follow his nose.
Yeah, well, people said that, or his chin, didn't they? But
it doesn't always work. That, or I'm just not very good.
Good.
Which is what? Oh! No, this is a family-friendly show.
That's it. Yes.
Just want to trigger that different music, don't you?
Yes. That's it. Oh.
Hit war. Wow, I'm clearly not showing it because 106 is it's a bit disappointing for me, but we'll have another go. Considering I've been a bit of a big spender. Don't worry, we've also got Lucky Hit to deal with as well. I have plenty of tokens for that.
Yes. That's it. Oh,
Oh, here we go. Come on. No! Oh, that's typical.
that's it. Perfect.
Okay, come on, come on. Let's have... Oh.
Perfect.
Right, wood.
Come on. There we go. Right, let's get this going now.
That's it. Yes.
Now, has everyone seen the music at the second wood chopping site?
Good.
It's slightly different.
Well done.
It's the Joy theme, isn't it, I
It
think?
is the Joy theme. It's a really good song, actually, as well.
Yeah, I like it.
Like a throwback to the 80s sort of hair
It
metal.
always makes me think of Peter when he was doing the that was in his Shenmue 3 playthrough. Every time he heard the Joy song, he was like banging his head, and
It's a great song.
That's it.
I heard he was mouthing the yeah.
That's it.
Right, that's a bit more respectable. 136. Yeah, there we go. That's a bit more respectable.
Getting there, man.
That 146 will be mine.
Impressive.
That one
I know
will
it's
Is that
go.
the one to beat Asmo's score?
146. Good score. It's a very good score.
Mm.
That's it.
I
Good.
wonder what the highest is you could actually get if you hit everything perfect from the start.
I've seen a
You could go to like 200.
I've seen a 166. That's the highest I've ever seen,
Perfect.
and I've never done it.
Do you think 200 is possible, or was that
No,
not?
You haven't got time for it. And actually, it depends as well on how quickly he sets them out and where he sets them out. Because these ones sort of here, you have to wait for him to come back. Whereas the ones at each side, you can smash A or X on your controller, and he'll go. And the big ones have a bigger hit radius.
That's it.
Yeah, see what you're saying. I
You
think
get
I'm
a
watching
few-
the delay though.
You get a few of these big ones, and it's sort of flying. But if you don't, it sort of messes you up a bit.
Yes.
Well, I got away with that.
See, there was that was in the was it in the demo where you could just keep pressing and you'd hit every time.
That's it.
He fixed that though, obviously.
Yes. Yes. Good.
Right, what have we got here? 149. There we go. That's better.
Nice.
You have to get to the 160. You need to hit them
This is good
very
work.
good, very good, excellent in your first three. If you don't, you're never getting it. You haven't got the time to.
No, I'm good. Well, the job will...
Right, we're going to walk away with our head held high.
Yeah, you done well there, man. Good job. Any more donations?
We're only
We are
£30
we're £30
away.
shy of the goal that we've set for ourselves tonight.
Well,
I
we've
mean, we have got like another hour to go, guys. So, yeah, but we would like to achieve that. Be a nice little sum to get to. and then that will go straight to special effects.
Cheers, Retro Godfather. Yeah, got away with it a little bit, I think, but yeah, thank you. Yeah, £30 more, guys, to hit our £100 goal, which would be fantastic. Yes, it is about the log placement, Asmo. Completely agree with you. Completely agree. If you get good log placement, it makes such a difference. I'm going to get some herbs, actually. I've got a little bit of in-game time. Oh, can't remember which bit to go up now. There we go. It's around here. Yeah, the QTE is brutal in this game. I must say. But some of the fail states are quite funny, where you get smashed in the face with fire.
I think that's why they made them so brutal, didn't they? They kind of wanted you to see them, see the fails.
Because the chicken catching or duck catching very hard is ridiculous.
Yeah. There is some weird timing with that, though, because I feel like if you fail the next one, you can get easier.
Hi
that
there,
makes sense.
Play
I feel
Life,
like they
welcome.
give you like an extra half a second.
Yes, yeah, and the martial arts stances. Yeah, I struggled with that actually in my first playthrough. I think I wrote them down.
I did that. Yeah, I did that as well.
I'm glad it wasn't just me.
I think it's because there was one of them. I was adamant that it could only be that. As the because the options they gave you was like they were both the same sort of thing. Like I remember, was it like bear and tiger or something like that? And it's like
they looked very similar, didn't they?
Yeah, it's difficult to know exactly the correct ones.
Oh, about 7 o'clock. Excellent. Well, nearly there. The sequence I've written down for Excite QT. I'm at 167. The sequence safe bar for Shenmue 3 specifically. Moving now, that's some really good work.
That says. So I'm assuming it's a different sequence than Shenmue 1.
I'm sure Scribe was doing stuff like that as well, or something similar, wasn't he?
He did do, yeah, at one point. I know obviously through the original games, there's like Japanese walkthroughs, and I think even the English, the primer guide, I think for the original Shenmue, I think that's got the full QTE sequence for Excite QTE.
It does, yeah, because it cycles round. It's quite a lot there. It cycles round there, doesn't it?
Yeah. Is it the same as Shenmue 2's as well? They didn't change it for Shenmue 2.
No, I don't think so. Oh, I haven't.
Right, okay.
My moves.
That's a good point from what Asmo says. He doesn't know if it's different presets or it is the same. I suppose is it likely to be the same combination for everyone in Shenmue 3?
I don't know. It's a good question. It's something I don't know. Oh, but Shenmue 3, yeah, all the other, yeah, okay.
Dragon as an animal is a bit misleading.
Grasshopper and Snake were very, very similar. I remember them. I remember looking at them thinking, "Oh, which is which?"
Yeah.
But things like animations and all the rest of it, they can be improved upon. I mean, if you look at King of the Fighters 14 to 15, I think that's the right number. The jump between the two is ridiculous. Paddy the Pyro, thank you for following. That's an extra £1 in the pot later.
Paddy the Pyro? Is that Paddy or someone else with the name Paddy?
Where he set up like 20 accounts to rinse my wallet.
Just need to plug me back in.
No worries.
Thanks for that. Well, how's it feel? Come by.
Let's go and progress the story in a minute. Let's have a look at these moves, because they're all mastered, that's why. Oh, I didn't realise I'd mastered them all. So it's literally that one I haven't mastered. Okay. Fine. 10 chickens caught off twice. So by the time I finish... I tell you what's hard on this blooming game. 1,000 fish. Who thought that was a good idea?
Keeps you playing, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it keeps you playing. I don't know. My thumb by the end of it was a mess.
I don't think they wanted you to do it in your first playthrough. I think they expected you to build it up over time. So like on your 10th playthrough, it pops.
I read stories on the forums of people sort of, I don't know, doing like 10 or like 4 or 5 different playthroughs, but they'd like sit down and do like X amount per playthrough or something and sorted it out that way.
It's kind of embarrassing, really. I think I've played through the game probably twice now.
Is there a stonemason
Probably,
named
but
Mr. K here?
by this point with Shenmue 1, I'd probably done it about 20 times with Shenmue 1. I know it's just time's a factor, really. I probably would like to sit down and blitz through Shenmue 3 a few more times.
One had a spider tattooed on his head.
But back in the day, like the original Shenmues, I used to go around my nan's every weekend and we just play. Well, she'd be watching obviously, but I'd just play through Shenmue in the day, to be fair. Get there at like 8 or 9 in the morning, and get picked up at 6 o'clock, and I'd completed Shenmue again.
How many times have I completed Shenmue 3?
Do you know any others?
Twice on PlayStation. 4 times in total.
It seems those
Ooh,
thugs
that's
are
good going,
protecting
to
the
be fair.
village stonemasons.
Oh, Paddy the Parry with the volunteer team at Special Effect. Oh, thank you for dropping in.
Oh, brilliant.
Thank you so much for
Thanks
dropping
for that.
in. Everything you do
We've got a
is
friend
fantastic.
called Paddy. That's why I was saying that.
We thought we
We
were getting
thought it might
trolled.
Paddy. Yeah.
No,
Oh, that's awesome.
great. You do a fantastic job at Special Effect. Guys, if you haven't donated already, I'm going to play a video for you right now, actually, because we're about an hour into the
Gotten
stream.
so dark.
And it's a little
Should head
3-minute
back to Shenmue's
snippet
house.
of what Special Effect do. So bear with me while I set this up.
Common.
Here comes the video. there you go, guys. That just gives you a nice sort of summary of what Special Effect do, and it's a fantastic course. And as I said at the start of the stream, games are for everybody. It doesn't matter where you're from, or anything of the sort, any abilities, disabilities, or anything in between. Games are for everybody. Games should be played by everybody. They should be enjoyed by everybody. This is a fantastic course, and I would urge anybody just to donate a couple of quid towards it. And you also get in a draw for Shenmue World magazine as well, which James has kindly showed off in its entirety. So then now it's all been spoiled for you, but never mind.
Well, it's still a cool thing, guys.
Fantastic.
Like I say, I've got 3 of those to give away, but we're just happy if you donate to that special cause. It's mind-blowing, really, some of the stuff that they can create to allow some of these people to be able to enjoy games like we can. It's amazing.
The technology
it's really amazing.
It's fantastic. Through being able to control games with your mouth, being able to control games with your eyes. It's cutting edge stuff.
Insane.
It's ridiculous how good this stuff is. It's fantastic. And
you've seen there just how much enjoyment they get out of it. It's it really is heartwarming to see these kids smiling and laughing, and that guy playing FIFA with his brother. It's
what games are about. It's what video games are all about, and everybody should have the opportunity to play games. Now I'm going to play this and probably suck.
But yeah, even if you just donate £2 or anything, I'll put you on the draw. Worldwide, doesn't matter where you live. That's fine.
Yep, I'm embarrassing myself at this. Great.
Need Asmo's guide.
Yeah.
This is a lot harder, isn't it, than the original games as well?
They've got fake outs in it as well, and they mess me up.
Immediately faking out and 2 at once. Like that there. I'm the same.
Embarrassing.
You get trigger happy, don't you?
Embarrassing.
This is tougher than I thought. Just one more.
I probably should stick to wood chopping, really, but... Scoobman, thank you for the follow. That is an extra £1 in the kitty.
Awesome stuff. And so yeah, if you didn't realise, if you follow as well, every unique person, make that clear, we'll add £1 to the kitty. That was abysmal, Matt. What are you doing?
I'm having a shocker here. Controller almost went through the window.
That was one of the stories in the latest Sega Lounge episode. There was a guy we were talking about who's with these special effect peripherals. He was able to beat. I think he's really good at Call of Duty or something, and apparently he could hear the guy through the headset throwing his controller at the wall.
I got the top score. I've got this.
I didn't embarrass myself as much.
I'll come back later.
Excellent.
Is there a big wheel in Bile Village to use those tickets on, or not?
Yeah, no, there's not. There's not. It's only in the AOU, unfortunately.
Yeah. That's where all the prize stuff comes into play, isn't it? The prize draw.
And they have on the boat, don't they? They have the special for all the costumes, don't they? They're part of the DLC.
Yeah, that's true.
Suck at this as well. It's the pressure of being on stream. It's ruined me.
Oh. We never updated the button, did we? Sorry guys, 1 second.
We'll sort that out, Sergi, don't worry.
Yeah, there's the link in the chat, guys. I completely forgot about that.
It's alright. We had nice joys of technical hitches earlier. Titles not being updated, even though you do it. Fun and games. Fun and games. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Have I got this? No, no, no. Oh no, this is going wrong. This has gone horribly wrong. This has gone horribly
How do you
wrong.
how do you update the link on the button? Do you know?
If you go edit tab, edit the buttons on the bottom. Hey, KYRTW, TRW, how's it going?
I got away. Perfect. I'll keep going.
Yeah, got you.
I'll pass.
Right, let's have another crack at Whack-A-Mole, see if I can have this one more time.
Maybe I should play one.
Made it look, that might look easier than it is. Oh, that was awful. Oh, that was poor.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. The button's updated now, so you should be able to click that donate button below the stream. And
Yeah.
if anyone could just give it a try, just make sure it works. You don't have to donate, but just if you could just let me know that it is working, then that'd be great. Thank you. In fact, I'll give it a refresh myself. And those of you on YouTube, there's the link in the chat there as well that takes you to the special effect donation page.
Come on. That's okay. Right, we're all good. We're all good. Bang. Now, can I beat my high score from last time? That is the question. Or will this be embarrassing? I do like Whack-A-Mole, it's good fun.
Yeah, all the mini games are pretty fun, aren't they?
They're addictive.
I think they did a good job with them, to be fair.
Blooming addictive.
Despite not being able to use like his outrun and those sort of cabinets, it kind of makes more sense having these sort of fairground type games in a rural village.
Bring up a valid point, James, about the village, which I'll go into in a minute. Once I've tried to beat my score. It's gone wrong. Went all wrong. I missed one and it had me. It's a bit rude. This is an interesting point for chat, actually. It's something I want to bring up. Obviously, Byler Village has these mini games, which are fun and I quite enjoy them. But if this was released on the Dreamcast, do we think these mini games would have been here? And do we think the village would have been as modern as it is portrayed here?
I personally,
Hey, Shenhua.
well, I'll answer that. I personally don't think they would have been here because
the stonemason.
there is dialogue at the end of Shenmue 2, isn't there, with Shenhua that's she doesn't know what arcade games are
No.
when they're having a little conversation.
That's a relief.
So I think
Yes. He
this
said
is
they
kind of
were
like a bit of a liberty to just to flesh
because
Shenmue 3 out a bit.
They were after the Phoenix Mirror.
Really?
But
So,
what they did do,
now?
I heard a stonemason. by
yeah,
the name
I
of
think
Ed
what they did do
Shenmue
with
was in Rainbow Basin.
the arcade in Bailu Village is
You know him?
believable in a
Yes.
sense,
He trained under my
because they're kind of
father.
just like fun,
We've
like I say,
hosted him
fairground type
several
games.
times.
That's good to know.
Asmo, I never thought
pay him
Byler
a
Village
visit
was supposed to be
tomorrow,
such a big focus.
Okay.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because obviously we know we're well trained here,
I
and
noticed there aren't many men in Bailu.
I don't.
Yeah,
I'm
it'd be interesting if it would be more of like a just a pass through kind of thing, like
The men are in the
if you
city.
think back to the end of Shenmue 2, they're in the cave, aren't they? And
Yes.
what were they going to do
Around
from
this
that
time each year, they
point
leave their families
onwards?
behind to go work in the city.
Because Rio was going to Bailu Village,
That must be tough.
It is. Some of them
following
never come
Landy,
back.
really, wasn't he?
Really?
I've heard stories about
And
men
it's
who
an
get used to
interesting
city
point as
life
well
and
that
decide they'd rather
you
just
look
stay.
at
Wow.
whether
Is
there'd
it
been
true?
more lore around
Is
sort
what
of
true?
while I was training there,
Is
the
the
mirrors.
city really that nice?
Well,
Hi, Adam.
it's
Right.
definitely more convenient than
But-
Bailu.
It's interesting as
So,
well. Obviously, you end up
you
in
prefer
Shenmue 2
the
in the
city?
cave, and it restarts
It's not
in
an
Shenmue 3 in
either-or
the cave
situation.
again. And I don't
Yeah.
know about you, James. I liked it. It worked really well, actually, when they did it. But
Loved ones are.
I always envisaged
people matter
them
most
being
to
at
you.
Shenhua's house for some
Yeah.
reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, well, same here. I mean, if the game had continued from that point, obviously, I think back in those like, on the Dreamcast, you'd probably walked back out the cave, wouldn't you? I don't think the cutscene would have worked how it does in Shenmue 3, where they're kind of standing facing each other, and it sort of transitions out of the cave, and they're still facing each other. That was a little bit wonky, I thought at the time. That transition. So, like I say, I do agree. I think they probably would exit the cave, either a cutscene or they'd allow you to walk out the cave, and then you'd go back to Shenhua's house, and they kind of like
I'll take it.
discuss a bit more. In my head, I was thinking they'd talk a bit more about what's just happened in the cave as well, like the mirrors and what's going on with Shenhua's powers. You know, how is she able to do that sort of stuff? And then
What is it, Leon?
obviously Shenmue 3's just sort
What's your
of
mother like?
cuts all that out
I
and
don't
just
remember anything about her.
I'm so sorry.
straight to the village.
Forget I asked.
I think they would have gone a bit more in depth back on the
I can't even
Dreamcast
remember
and the
her
lore and
face,
stuff.
So I don't get broken up about it.
Asmo, the things I'm from Shenmue 1, I'm curious
Never
about,
said
like
anything
the
about her.
Kunai, the
I
ninja
asked
weapon, or
him
the
about
bottle of
her
poison in
once,
Royale's basement. Yeah, I
but
mean,
he said I
it'd be interesting to know
didn't
how
need
they
to know
got
about
there,
that yet. And that was the
and
end of it.
why they're there.
Yeah.
The thing is, obviously we played the game that much.
Thank you
and
very
you've
much.
got that 18-year gap.
So when something
Are we just
strange
looking
like
for
this
things
happens,
that we expect are going to have an
it's all
answer,
related.
which if the
Yeah.
game had just carried on, you
I
wouldn't
know what
even
you mean.
thought that hard about? So like
Say,
the
Leon,
elixir of eternal life or whatever. I know there
what
was
was your mother
there was a
like?
lot of like discussion on that back in the day on the dojo forums about
I
like
don't really remember my mother.
is
you
a
very
WoW
much.
So, Ine-san is
eternal
the
life
closest
kind of thing? Is he taking this potion that's giving him
Ine-san,
eternal life? You know,
was
just
she your caretaker?
crazy in-depth sort of
That's
things
right.
like that on
She helped around the
specific
house
items
and
in
looked after me.
a WoW's basement there. But like even the white leaf kind of thing, you know, the white leaf might not even have that much of a purpose. It might just be a dried up leaf from,
Hey, Shenhua.
I don't know, a Shenmue tree
What
or
is it,
something.
Leon?
And it doesn't really actually hold that much of a purpose, but because we waited so long, we made that item have a huge amount of purpose.
As a child,
If that makes
simply going
sense.
anywhere was
Just to
exciting.
jump in, James, sorry,
Animals
is
would gather
just had a
around
couple of
me and start
donations
talking.
rolling. Retro Godfather,
Oh, awesome.
thank you very much for the £5, and Surgery Nest as well. Thank you for the €20 towards.
Thank you very
Special
much.
Effect.
Yes,
Oh,
I can
and Leon
understand.
Dude,
also
that's
has
amazing.
donated €10 as well. I'm waiting to see if we've hit the target. We must be close now.
Or better gather
I
these
think
up
20 and
before the
10,
crisis sets
that
in.
makes it
It's euros.
£101. There you go.
Has it gone through?
Mhm.
Yeah, we're 101% there on the target there, so
Excellent.
awesome.
I'm waiting for the progress bar to.
Wow.
Oh, at the bottom of the screen, yeah, sorry.
It takes a minute.
I'm
to
looking on the
update.
page.
That's just
What
cheeky.
did you do for fun as a kid?
Cheating. I'm cheating.
Well,
Let me add these guys to the draw. So we got the Retro Godfather.
There we go. It's just updated to me.
Oh.
£101 and 4p, guys. We've hit our target. We don't stop there. Let's keep going now. Fantastic stuff, guys. Thank you so much.
that is pretty neat, actually.
That is great stuff.
Great stuff, guys. Thank you so much. And as I said, because we've had a number of followers tonight, I will be putting in an extra £1 for every follower we've had tonight. So that's probably an extra 10 quid.
Oh,
I'll match that. To be honest, I'll match it.
wow.
And so we've got,
Good question.
I've worked this out right, we've got 7 entries here. So 1, 2, 3, skip us, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So that's really good, to be fair, guys. And like I say, we've got 3
On the roof and hide.
Shenmue World packs that I'm gonna we'll do a draw at the end of the stream
Maybe.
around about 10
I
o'clock,
did
which
climb a tree
is
by our house a lot.
about 45 minutes away, just give or take.
Yeah.
I fell out a couple
And
times.
3 people from the people that have donated.
Right.
I'm going to send you a Shenmue World Pack there. And
Sorry, James.
I think most people have donated over £3, right?
I think everybody has, actually.
Yeah, so you're actually in the draw with Radio Sega as well. So you're in 2 draws. So even if you don't win a copy of Shenmue World, I'm not even sure what they're giving away, but
And it's
you'll
worth...
automatically qualify for that.
Retro Godfather, don't worry. Every little counts towards this wonderful cause. £5, whatever, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Thank you so much. It's not exactly true. This is actually Radio Sega have put back in. We are part of Team Radio Sega for this GameBlast, and they've got a load of other streams going on tonight. I'm just going to plug a few of them. You've got 9 o'clock till 10 o'clock. You've got VG Beats Box official premiere. 10 to 11 you've got Late and Live with Resident SD, and at 10 PM you've got Tojo Dojo. I hope I said that right. Getting my tongue tied. Playing Jet Set Radio and Sonic Adventure. So if you're going to stick around tonight, drop into those streams as well. It's all for a fantastic cause.
And there's a Sega quiz I heard at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, there's a Sega quiz at 11 o'clock. Is it 11:30? I can't quite remember. Radio is it 11 o'clock or 11:30?
Either way, there's some great stuff, content over this weekend, guys.
It's morning.
All weekend.
All for a great cause.
I think the target for the whole team was £1,000.
So we've done really well, to be fair. To
there you go. Registration's open by 11. Should start 15 minutes afterwards. So yeah, guys, if you want to jump into the Radio Sega quiz after, you know what to do.
Awesome.
Register by 11 o'clock, and it should start around 15:15. Now I'm going to go find me some thugs.
Is that tonight then? 11 AM?
I think it's supposed to say PM.
Good morning.
Was
Did
he?
you get enough rest?
Just double checking. Because I was hoping to stay up for that.
Yeah, PM.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So 11 PM, yeah.
Sorry, just as a random... I love this music. I love the music of Shenhua's house. It's beautiful.
Oh, I do. Yeah, me too.
And actually, some of you, if you listen to the interviews that I've done... Oh, there we go. I always use this at the end. It's
Nice outro music.
It's lovely. It's really, really nice.
I can't hear it, but I haven't got any audio from the stream, but I already know what it is. It's like do 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 do.
Code, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Oh, Breakyod has donated $25. Thank you so much.
Wow.
We're really picking up some steam now, guys. This is fantastic. Code, never on board with character perspective system, but I do wish the Affinity system was more fleshed out.
See you later.
Yeah, I can see your point with it.
See you soon.
The conversations with Shenhua actually in this game are fantastic. I really, really enjoy them. They're some of the best conversations in the whole series for me. And I think I'd like those to continue in the Yaowu and have those with Ren as well, like a different slant on them.
Looks like I can practice horse dance here.
Yeah,
Hey, that would have been cool. That's a cool idea if in Niawu you had those long, in-depth conversation with Ren instead of like you just keep going up to him and you just keep saying the same thing. That would have been pretty cool.
I'll give it a shot.
I'd like to see more like conversation with Ren actually.
1 inch, maybe I'll.
It's all of bases, isn't it, going forward for Shenmue 4? And also we negate to mention the anime, which is due this year, probably towards the end of the year, I would have thought.
The problem is, Shenmue 3 is a great game. We just want more Shenmue all the time, don't we?
Yeah, we're a greedy
that's
bunch,
the problem.
aren't we?
Yeah. That's cool. He's set the music as his alarm clock, Sergey.
Lovely.
That's a nice way to wake up in the morning, isn't it?
That's very sort of peaceful, isn't it? It's like a nice wake-up call.
It probably put me to sleep more so than wake me up. But it is a nice way if you do wake up with that playing. Yeah, Ren acted a bit like he didn't take down the old new.
Yeah, I can see your point. Yeah. Right, I'm gonna go beat
But
up.
Ren is like a bit of a cheeky chappy, isn't he? how he just one kicks that guy.
Yeah, it's
supposed to be like a martial artist led and one of Landy's
taking
henchmen.
This guy out, and Rio, you've taken them all down. Yeah, it's fine. It's a weird, it's a brother sort of relationship. It's really funny.
It does work, doesn't it? I like it.
I'll save it.
All right, let's go.
I think there's a lot of like really good different character traits in there throughout the whole Shenmue series. Like you've got that Ren style, well, that Ren, that kind of relationship that he's got with Ryo, and then you've got these nice sort of relationships going on, like the one with Shenmue, where she's basically from another world, really. She's never seen anything outside of Guilin, and it's an interesting sort of situation chatting to her.
Has it been played on PC? Yes, this is the PC version. It's through my gaming rig.
A fight at your level.
So did I miss anyone there? I think we got everyone in the giveaway draw thing.
I hate one for stealing my money. Yeah, I can.
That's true. But then you've got that's a nice kind of relationship as well. He starts off as like some little kid brat thing that you hate at the start of the game because he's lost all your money. But then midway through the game and like towards the end, I think that does show a lot of like really good character development, that you can have this kid who's like an absolute arsehole at the start ends up being one of Ryo's best friends, and he even talks about him to Shenmue, I think, when she asked about friends.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? And I think what Shenmue does very, very well on the whole. I mean, I know it's the criticism is levelled at Shenmue 3 because the character development isn't what it is in the first two games. But the first two games, they develop those characters beautifully. And actually, I think they developed the relationship between Shenhua and Ryo really well in this game. It's just sort of some of the wider characters a little bit, maybe not what we'd like. But
I think there's a lot of like, towards the end especially, a bit rushed. Like those characters you meet in Miao seem to be quite significant. You've got the Shrine Maiden, the Kung Fu Pounder guy, I forgot his name, and Master Bay or whatever. Those three characters are like the people that end up following Ryo into the castle at the end of the game. So there's kind of like an emphasis on those three, and they're not really that fleshed out. So it, I once we got to the end of the game, I was a bit thingy like, why is the Shrine Maiden helping Ryo so much? Like you've only had like 2 conversations with her.
I think that they just left a lot on the cutting room floor, didn't they? We know the ending was changed. Cedric mentioned that back in March last year, actually. So it'd been interesting to see what that ending may or may not have been.
It would have been interesting if they'd have. I don't know if it was a budget issue or a time issue or whatever, but if we'd have got the Baisha chapter, how that would have like really fleshed out the game. And do you think those characters would have followed Ryo into Baisha, or was that just something they tacked on the end of the castle?
It's interesting. Hi, Ayapal. Nice to see you in.
Hey up, man.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from, Code. Actually, it could have worked quite nicely that they sort of were looking for help for Ryo as well, and those conversations could have happened. You could have undertaken some tasks with them.
Yeah. I mean, like character perspective system that they were meant to be doing, where you could play as Shenmue and you could play as Ren a little bit.
So I think you're probably right in some respects. I think they got to a point where they were just pretty much, you've got to get the game out now. And it's not to, I don't want to sweep the criticisms under the table. There are some valid criticisms towards Shenmue 3, but what I will say is the right people are listening. They know, they're aware. If you listen to the podcasts I've done with Ryan Payton, we talk about the improvements for a potential Shenmue 4 and the criticisms of Shenmue 3, and they are listening to us, which is really, really important.
Like that conversation I had with Ryan, he knew, and he was on the same wavelength as sort of the same things that you were those improvements that could be made with possible Shenmue 4. So these people that have got ties direct to Yu Suzuki or whatever, I think they really do understand what the fans or the feedback. I mean, you've got to think there's been an 18-year gap, and apparently Yu Suzuki doesn't play video games, so he's not really been keeping up with the current trends and the current things. And I think they're trying to come at Shenmue 3 from a couple of different audiences. Obviously, they wanted to please the original Shenmue fans, which they did, and made it feel like a Shenmue game and all that. What's the word? Kind of like fan, all the stuff that they added for the fans. But also they wanted to introduce it to a new audience and kind of make it have more improved systems and just an easier game to play, because just going for the fighting engine for a starter, the original Shenmue fighting engine was based on Virtua Fighter, which is kind of like quite a technical fighting, even though I'd still say some of the fights in Shenmue, the original Shenmue games, are quite easy. You've got the odd fight that's quite challenging, like Chai in the arcade, for example, is like a really hard one where you do need that kind of technical aspect from the Virtua Fighter fighting style. But I just think they just wanted to create a bit more of a game that's a bit more for a wider audience with the, it's evident in the thing that comes up and it says like press any button to to fight kind of thing.
Yeah, I found something we talked about in my interview and discussion with Ryan. It's the tutorial for the fighting. You left to your own devices a little bit, and we all had to sort of feel our way through it. And actually, the fighting system isn't too far off a very good system. They had throws back in, which, for all we know, they may have done. And they just tighten it up.
Well, that was something they've. I swear you talked about that as well. That they were. That was one of the things they wanted to bring into Shenmue 4, the throw moves again.
Yeah, exactly. It's a positive that they can build on this engine, and I think they will stay with Unreal. I think it'd be, unless they get significant investment elsewhere, I can't see them changing the fighting engine. It would be a very odd move to do that, in my opinion. Now, I haven't actually got any snake power. Whoops.
Obviously, they'll improve it though. But...
Like, I've just thrown a really nice combo there, and it flowed beautifully. But it's finding those combos out. It's finding out those moves, and I think that's where it could have just done with a little bit of refinement and slightly better tutorial.
And like one of the things we did discuss in that Kickstarter episode we did was just the kind of the randomness in the moves that Ryo knows at the stage, because obviously in Shenmue 1 and 2 you're learning moves constantly throughout the game, learning from the masters, skill books, etc. So because we played those games to death, you kind of know exactly what moves that Ryo's capable of doing, and getting into Shenmue 3 and seeing that some of those moves are kind of locked away behind another skill book that you've got to buy from a shop. That was kind of like the consistency we were talking about, Matt, where the moves probably should have been in Ryo's abattoir from the beginning, kind of thing. It didn't really make much sense that he needed to learn them again. I don't say that with every move, but there is a few moves that he already knew and yet to rebuy.
Thanks, Yod. The Ryan Payton interview is a really good one. Ryan was kind enough to give me sort of 3-4 hours of his time for us to do it, which is fantastic for a man of his stature to sort of take that time to talk to me.
And I agree with the Retro Godfather on YouTube. It's the more you play the game, the more it kind of grows on you, doesn't it? I think that first playthrough, you're expecting something that you had in your head from the last 18 years, and obviously no one knows where the story's going to head, but we've all had these theories, and we've all thought about the ways that the game could progress, and then obviously the game is now progressing. Some stuff that you're expecting to see didn't happen, and that kind of like, on the first playthrough at least, it kind of like knocks you back a little bit. Like, I was expecting to see Zimming, or I was expecting to see Shuing again show up, or Guizhang. Why is Guizhang not showing up eventually? but we don't actually know where the game's actually heading. And I think after that initial playthrough, when you get your head around that is Shenmue 3, I do agree. I do think the more that you play it, it grows on you, and you do kind of you see the beauty that they've actually done for the game and bringing it back. What's up, the Hun pianist? Greetings from Hungary. Any news on Shenmue 4 or the Shenmue animation?
I can't believe you did that.
I'll take Shenmue 4 if you take the animation.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so Shenmue 4, there's not a lot of news, Hun Pianist, but the one thing we do know is an interview with Cedric that I did just before Christmas. Shenmue 4 is being worked on to be pitched to publishers at the moment. Whether that's happened, I don't know. What that looks like in terms of what they've improved, I don't know. But what we do know is they've got a video, they've improved certain elements of the game, they've improved the graphics apparently, and they have a small sort of playable section of Shenmue 4 which exists. Whether those pictures have happened due to the pandemic, we don't know. I mean, he said at the time he hadn't seen Yu Suzuki for nearly a year, like face to face.
Oh no.
There's a lot of things that have happened with this pandemic that, you know, it's kind of put things back a year, I suppose, onto it, the plans that they had originally.
But what we do know, what we do know is that they're still working on it. WiseNet has a small development team active and working on things, and that's been said by Cedric. And something's going on. I don't know what it is. WiseNet could be working on another project for all we know. But what we do know is WiseNet have a team working. The lights have to be kept on somehow. And I'll just leave that there, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Paul.
And we know they're working.
You never knew
they're
that.
still working.
You should have listened to my podcast.
if they're continuing to a stage where they can pitch Shenmue 4, they've continued to work. So they've been. I don't say they've been sat in an office because obviously pandemic. I don't know how the offices in Japan are working or running at the moment, but they've continued to work, and we know that for a fact that they've continued to work, so they're not going to work for no reason, are they? And animation wise, I think the last thing we heard was that guy on Twitter that was saying that Shenmue looks good, Shenmue the anime looks good, and he actually, what is his role again? Is he an artist or something?
So name's Jason DeMarco, and he is the head at Toonami. So he was,
and he's seen the anime basically, and I think is the 2 episodes that have finished but without dialogue.
That's correct. Yes.
You were saying, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So it's definitely going forward. There's lots of things going on, and I'm excited to see it. It's. I think if it's done well, and I think it will be. I think from what we're hearing about it, it's going to be good. Is if it could open doors to new fans.
I think in regards to the anime as well, it's supposed to be released towards the end of the year sometime, or they were touting this year as the release. I don't know if that's been, again, because of the pandemic, put on hold a little bit longer, for all we know.
Yeah, possibly. Oh, Fires of Black Box have just come into chat. Welcome. There will be a Shenmue 1 and 2 remake. There's a fan Shenmue 1 and 2 remake, actually.
I did have the link for that a minute ago. One sec, let me get the link again for that. If anyone's in the chat that doesn't know about this remake thing that's going on, it's basically a guy called Lemon Haze and his team are kind of creating a mod for Shenmue 1 and 2 that kind of just remasters the graphics in a way to bring it up to speed with Unreal 4 engine. So you've got, improved weather, graphics as a whole, ray tracing, all that sort of fun stuff.
Let me through.
I've got the link somewhere.
Hope the anime gets a DVD release. I do actually, Retro, and I say throw as much merchandise at it as you can. Make as much money off it as you can. Fleece every single one of us.
Oops. That's just the link if you're interested in that remake project thing that's going on. There's some nice screenshots there as well, just to give you a bit of a taste of what we're talking about there.
So for the guys who have just joined us as well, have come into chat, what we're doing tonight is we're raising money for Special Effect through GameBlast 2021. So Special Effect augment video game equipment to allow people with disabilities to play video games. So if you haven't donated already, go ahead and do so. Any donation over £3 will go into the draw for one copy, or one of 3 copies rather, of Shenmue World, which James has kindly put up to give away. Just going to show it off right there. And also, you will be entered into a prize draw for a Radio Sega prize, which will be drawn around 11:30 this evening.
Here's one I made earlier. Literally. So yeah, guys, any donation really, you get in the draw for.
There's a button. If you're on Twitch, there's a button at the bottom of the stream. You should just see it says donate, and I'll sling a link in the chat in a minute.
Here you go, Matt. Don't worry, I've got it.
Yeah, there you go. It's in the chat.
And we've already met a goal, but anything above that is unreal, basically. If we can keep going, really show that the Shenmue fan base. Yeah, have you got it? It's got it, yeah. On the app, bud.
Yeah.
I think even on the app, is there not the buttons at the bottom? You should be able to click on that link anyway, or tap on it.
If not, we've got it in there.
In the chat.
You can donate afterwards as well, but you won't be in the draw.
Yeah, because we're doing the draw on the hour, basically. So at 10 o'clock, I'll draw 3 names out of the donations list. And did you say you've got another video to show at some point, Matt? That'd be nice.
Yeah, I'm going to show a case study video very briefly in a minute. I'm going to smash out this 1-inch punch and I'll show another quick case study for everybody, and then we'll get into the last sort of 30-35 minutes of the stream. We did start a tiny bit late.
Yeah, that's fine, man. And obviously, after us, if you want to continue watching special effect related streams, Radio Sega, which we're part of Team Radio Sega in this whole event, they've got loads of different things going on. And like Matt was saying, if you donate above £3, you get entered into the Radio Sega's sort of thing. And they've got
Thank you very much.
An actual Sega quiz that starts at 11 PM tonight. But I think you have to register for that. Or is that, did he mean with the donation?
You have to register for the quiz by 11 o'clock, but by giving us £3 or above, you're automatically entered the prize draw.
Okay.
Which is good.
We've got a link for that quiz registration then?
I haven't. Oh, I've just seen Renners has popped into chat as well. Welcome, Renners. Good to see you. Right, I'm going to quickly play a little video about special effects that people just came into the chat, and then we'll go into the last half an hour of the stream. So just bear with me for 2 seconds.
My name's John, 32 years old, and I was determined to as I got older, my muscles get weaker, to the point where I can no longer use it.
Apologies, the sound didn't work. I'll try a different one, bear with me.
Games are a big part of my life. With my disability, it was one of the only things I could do for enjoyment. So gaming has really opened up that door for me, and it helps connect you to other people in this world.
I can't do a lot by myself, but I can play video games on my own, which gives me a good sense of independence and achievement.
It's just a release from the monotony of the day. If you're not feeling well or you're uncomfortable, it takes your mind off it and gives me something to look forward to.
As a parent, it's made so much difference to Chase being able to access video games. It creates a level playing field. He can do an activity that he wouldn't be able to do in normal day-to-day life. But even better, with gaming, he can play alongside someone.
Special Effect are bringing families and friends closer together through video games. The setups we create are personalised so people can play to the very best of their abilities. And this opens the door to inclusion and independence, confidence and creativity. Help us level the playing field and create many more magical gaming moments.
There you go, guys. It's just a little bit about Special Effect again for the guys who just come into stream. It's a fantastic cause, and I've been banging on about this all night. Is everybody should be able to play games. Everybody should have access to video games. So any small amount helps towards this. So please donate what you can. We've gone above our target already, which is fantastic. Let's see how far we can go.
1-inch punch.
And we've got
Maybe I'll give it a shot.
about half an hour left.
Yeah, we've got about 30 minutes left. Oh, yeah, legend. Yeah, and they do like eye gaze equipment. They do all. It's fantastic, the stuff they do.
Yeah, it's insane, isn't it, really, the stuff that you can do. Those sort of joysticks and stuff. And oh, thanks, guys. Radio Sega.
Thanks, Radio Sega.
I'm talking to you as though you're like a few people there. But no, thank you. Appreciate all the stuff you do, guys.
And thanks for asking us to be a part of this as well.
You probably wouldn't have done it if you hadn't have asked, so yeah, really appreciate it. And hopefully we've done our best to help out.
Oh, that was poor. Shenson, where's the bubbly? Does vodka count as bubbly, son? Does vodka count as bubbly? Because if it does...
Shenson, what do you think, man? I think it'll be a fashion show. Shenson's, he had this shirt made for me. There you go. Oh, hang on. There you go. I'm looking at the wrong screen, man. Really cool shirt. Basically got the magazine front cover on the shirt.
Stick some lemonade in the vodka. You've got. I've got Coke. Does that count?
I'll save it for later.
It is a cool shirt.
Coke will do. Yeah, exactly. Jericho approves. Oh, sorry guys, we don't watch wrestling.
I don't watch wrestling, but it's still funny.
That tickles me. I can't even remember what I'm supposed to be doing in the game now. I've just got obsessed with mini games. Just Coke has got bubbles, so yeah, why not? Oh, yeah, we'll go with that. Do you know, I've actually got water behind me and haven't even touched it. So I'll be good and have some water with the stream as well. But no. It's good to see so many of you guys in today as well.
Yeah,
we don't
really appreciate it, guys.
Me and James don't stream all that often. We sort of do one-offs. Well, I say one-offs. Probably every other month.
Well, what's this? This is like our third stream, is it?
Yeah.
Because we did the one with Corey, was like our first ever stream.
It was, yeah.
Corey, Adam Corrick and James Rayner, and then I think we just did a random stream a few weeks back, didn't we?
Yeah, and we got a random one next Saturday as well, if people are around.
Ooh.
What martial arts?
So yeah, normally the guy that streams for the dojo, Zachuro, he streams every Saturday.
Yeah.
Various times throughout the day, depends on what's convenient for him, I suppose. But we're just doing the odd few streams here now and then.
Never mind.
Code name. What would you like to see?
Really enjoying it, to be honest.
Martial arts training. Ooh. I'd like to see, if you're going to Biley Village, on the left-hand side, you have.
Yeah, definitely.
You have that guy on the pedestals. I'd like to see Rio trying that.
I'd like to see, because obviously is it the horse stance where it looks like he's going to do that sort of Jackie Chan?
Oh yeah.
I forgot what it's called. Where hang on, which stream I'm looking at here? I'm behind on YouTube. But when he was doing the horse stance, he's got the pedestal thing with the arms, kind of Miyagi-Do, Cobra Kai.
Nothing that involved carrying books or crates. Yeah? Forklifts are okay, though. We'll allow forklifts.
I have the perfect sparring partner for you.
I think you could have too much of a good thing, though. I think if they keep... I was thinking this the other day, with the same with Lucky Hit. Obviously, Lucky Hit started in Shenmue 2, and it is nice to have it in Shenmue 3, but come Shenmue 4, do we want Lucky Hit stalls again? Is it going to start being an oversaturation of Lucky Hit, or what would you say for that map?
Yeah, I mean, maybe you'd have like one little area with a couple of Lucky Hit boards. I think it's synonymous now. I think you'd have to have a little bit of it, but I wouldn't go overboard with it. It's probably the way I'd sell it.
Yeah.
And
there's only so many combinations of pegs you can do, I suppose.
Actually, as well, thinking about the stream that we've been playing tonight, I haven't played Lucky Hit, so that's a blooming travesty. That will be rectified.
Yeah, got to do that next. Yeah, like IP Man codename. A bit like the film that comes to mind is Rumble in the Bronx. It's like at the start, Jackie Chan just goes ham on one of those. I don't even know what they're called, but IP Man style. Yeah, I agree, Precoder. The odd stand, I think, would be just to keep it in there. They might as well keep it in there. They've got the system in place. It's it's copy and pasting code, I'm sure, in game design. Might as well pop a few of them dotted around, but then add a few more different. I'd like to see brand new mini games as well. How we got some whack-a-mole, that sort of stuff. I'm sure Yu Suzuki's got loads of ideas.
Will you keep going?
Yeah, and with some of the mini games like whack-a-mole and things, they can put those back in because they're quite good fun. But I wouldn't want them to go
just
overboard.
Don't go too overboard. Yeah.
Come back.
And I found that a little bit in the hour. They're a bit overboard with arcades and stalls and stuff. You only really, I don't know, maybe it was just on my playthrough. I only really went in I went in all of them the first playthrough, but you got the same games in every single one of them. They didn't really need that many, I don't think.
Skill-based mini-games rather than gambling. Yeah, I can see where you're going with that, actually. So you're a bit more in control of it. Something to sort of spam and practice.
I liked his, remember his snail idea, where you'd bet on a snail at the start of the day. And then at the end of the day, you come back and, that's Ace idea.
Right, it wouldn't be a Shenmue stream without Lucky Hit.
Save snail race, was it? Something.
That was it, wasn't it? It was a hashtag that was floating around, excuse me.
You never know, they could do. If he'd started working on it. There was that other one that was, on the DLC boat. They got the, what is it, kind of like hoop tossing sort of game.
Oh yeah, that was...
you know what I mean, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah, it was advertised in the early screenshots, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember
stuff like that they've probably already worked on. And in fact, when we... I think that was Lemonades as well, who ripped all the music from the demo. And there was the RC, some RC sort of mini game as well, weren't there, with a remote control car.
Yes, there was.
So they might have games that they've already created that they've kind of saved for Shenmue 4. And there was that cow thing. I don't know if that was just a screenshot that they were working on at the time, like testing, but the little mini cow thing.
Oh yeah, because you had the little forklift with it, didn't you, as well?
Yeah.
Which was interesting. So yeah, there's plenty they could.
I would like to see as well. I don't know how it would go about, like if you could regain some licenses to some of his games, but remember that touchscreen game that never got released? Or maybe it did get released, but in like Japanese arcades. It was like a touch game called, I think it begins with P, I forget the name, someone in the chat might know what I'm on about. But he designed a touchscreen arcade game, didn't he?
He did.
That's it, yeah, Shenson knows it, Sci-Fi.
Oh,
I don't know how they get that to work, but... But just seeing some of those sort of, perhaps not like your Outrun and your thingy that are specifically Sega owned, but maybe something like that sci-fi you could maybe redesign a bit. I don't know.
It's here too.
Come on.
Like a hip felt like floating. Yeah, I can see what you mean. It's not quite the same mechanically as the first one, if you like, or Shenmue 2 rather. But
it's the same with the Shenmue 2. How they've with the Lucky Hit boards. He did all these, or the team did all these different things to change the flow of the ball, like the wind and the weather changes the direction of the ball and stuff. I don't actually know if they carried that into Shenmue 3, so maybe that's why it feels a bit different.
We have to remember as well, they didn't have the source code from the original game, so all of this has been rebuilt from scratch. They've had no... Oh, for God's sake!
Yeah, I agree with the codename as well. It's got to be in context, I suppose. If they're in a rural village, they're not going to see sci-fi again, but... You never know, he's destined for different places, isn't he? I forget where he's supposed to be going. If you look at that overall map, you know where it's got the chapter tiles, but he's done it on a map. He does go more Hong Kong sort of places. Shanghai, maybe? I don't know.
I'm sure Shanghai was mentioned. Was Beijing mentioned as well?
Possibly, yeah. I know he travelled there, didn't he, in his China trip?
Yes, I won.
And we have a winner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're up for another, right?
Of course I am.
All right.
Depends where he goes. I know, where's that other place? Is it... They've got a picture of it in Shenhua's house. I don't think it's in Shenmue 3 though, but in Shenmue 2 there's a picture of that other place.
Luang or something?
Escapes me. That's it, yeah.
I probably
Is that a bit more... No, I know what you mean though, yeah. Is that a bit more cityscape? Where an arcade machine would look in place?
Come on. Ah! Fix!
What a shame. Don't you want to read?
Yeah.
Everyone's got the Shenmue knowledge, which I like in this chat. You can talk about anything like really random and someone knows it in the chat. That's good.
What are you...
Good question.
That's true. I don't know why they removed it. Are they trying to like...
Maybe they've had to sort of
retcon it.
I wonder if they've had to re-gauge the chapters a little bit as well, which may have come into that decision possibly.
See, as like really die-hard Shenmue fans, it's saddening really that he's had to chop and change the chapters so much. Like if that was somewhere that he wanted to go or take us to, obviously it's got significance in Shenhua's house, and then he's got rid of the picture, so like you say, does that mean he's retconning it from the story now? Which it's a shame really, but obviously I do understand why they've had to do that, because they haven't got an endless supply of money.
And it's difficult, isn't it, now, when it's technically it's an indie game in theory. I know it was raised on Kickstarter for Shenmue 3, but it hasn't got the financial backing of the original 2, so I think they've got to be selective of what they do.
This game is just getting serious.
But
Beijing was near the end. Yeah. Was it because obviously they talk about Menkun or whatever it is at the start of the game, where Landy's father was killed, supposedly by a WoW.
Menkun, isn't it?
Yeah, but that is that Kang Chao or something like that. Kang Zhao. As well. Someone might know about what I'm on about there in the chat. I think that is that location.
Well, Code's mention about the mountains that are referenced in Shenmue 2 at Shenhua's house, where she says that people shouldn't go. There's the secret path that Asmo's mentioned in Bailu Village, behind the cowsheds on the way to Hermit's Nest. Yeah, it could have been something going in there. And Shenson's right. I mean, the anime could take us to those places, possibly, if it gets the seasons.
Yeah. I don't know. Would you say creating those sort of locations and those sort of story things that they can't do in the games, do you think it would be easier to do them in the anime? Is that something like it's just easier to do that
possible, isn't
in
it?
animation.
Excuse me.
Much easier. Okay. I do hope they do that then. I do hope that they really flesh out these chapters that they've had to skip in a way, or they've had to subsidize a little bit to work with budget for the games. I just want to see Yu Suzuki's original vision. Like, I don't even know if he remembers it himself. I'm sure he's got the documentation and stuff, but when you look at Project Berkeley and you look at Shenmue Online trailers and you look at those chapter tiles, just for them to exist, he must have had a good overall narrative in place. I'd just love to see what that was, and I do understand that it's not going to be the same going forward in Shenmue 4. Even in Shenmue 2 we skipped the boat chapter, so there was always things that he was skipping or changing around throughout the whole thing, but I just would love to see that original retelling, what he envisioned as the whole story, and not just point A to point B. I want to see point Z. No. But again, that's like what we were saying earlier, just Shenmue fans are just greedy, aren't we? We're just never content.
Give us as much Shenmue as we can. Oh, hi, Sid's Gaming. I've just seen you pop into the chat there. Welcome. How's it going?
I should have noticed that, to be honest. I'm not even playing the game.
Caught my eye.
That's it.
Sid's Gaming, hello. Yeah, Menkun. I don't know how to pronounce that. They say it a little bit differently, I think, in the English dubbing at the start. Jade Empire. I don't think I've ever played it, you know. I feel like I might own it. Got me Xbox games over here.
Moon Swoon, yeah. How's the pronunciation of Shenmue 1? I'm good, Sid's Gaming. Not too bad. Not too bad. We're doing a fundraiser for Special Effect today.
Do have Jade Empire. Just not played it.
So what Special Effect do is they augment video game equipment for people who have physical disabilities. And I'll get James to post the link in the YouTube chat if you want to donate. Rapid.
There you go. Easy. It was already part of me paste. Quality game, give it a try at some point. Yeah, I think I will. Is it turn-based, Son, or?
I thought it had a real-time fighting system. I could be making that up.
Yeah, it says real-time combat. BioWare Shenmue free battle. Okay. I do like the original Xbox, to be honest.
Bloody brother sold.
I think they're expensive. You can get another, can't you?
Yeah, and they're normally modded these days as well, aren't they?
Yeah, I've got mine soft modded, to be honest. I did it myself. It's not too hard at all.
There's so many classics on there. Actually, you think some of the Sega classics on it. Oh, hi Guy Man after all. I haven't seen you in chat, but I have now. Welcome.
Yeah, I don't know how much they go for these days, but looking at one here, boxed original Xbox bundle with games, $89.99.
Impressive.
It's about 20 games.
It's not bad, is it?
So yeah, I reckon you pick one up for 50 quid probably.
Ah, you just arrived. Oh, that's all right then. That's good. That's good.
Didn't know that the original Xbox literally has a space on the motherboard that you can clip a chip onto. I just used like a YouTube guide for, I think it was Splinter Cell. I think you had to download, I think you had to buy the specific wire that plugs into a controller port, and it's got like a USB stick end on the end. And then you download a save file for Splinter Cell that's like got this program on it. Put Splinter Cell in, and it just detects it as a save file, and when you load it, it just loads the soft mod thing.
We need a Spud
It's
and
like
Jim
one click.
Jade
It's
Empire
cool.
playthrough. I'd have to emulate it because I don't have an Xbox, but I
Don't know how you do that, yeah.
Wouldn't be against it.
We can get you an Xbox.
They'll get me a capture card, and away we go. I love whack-a-mole.
Guy man, after all, welcome. So, can we get any late donations from you, new guys? So we've already met the goal, but obviously we want Shenmue to stand out in support. If you can donate to, just linked it on top. I'll link it again. Just Giving, so Special Effect for the new people. They're kind of like a charity that create peripherals for people with certain disabilities that mean that they can't play video games the way that everyone can play them with a regular PS4 controller or PS5 controller. We design these specific peripherals for the individual that allows them to play games like everyone else, and it's just really cool. Some of the stuff that they're able to do, design controllers that they can play games with their mouths, their eyes, the chins, even just a way to get them to play games. And like Matt was saying, just everyone should be able to play games and enjoy themselves. And Special Effect provide that to them. So it's a really great cause. And if you do donate anything, I think the minimum is £2, but if you do £3 or whatever the currency is that you use, just any donation basically, you'll get in a draw for a copy of Shenmue World. I'm giving 3 away, and there is a Radio Sega competition going on as well. But just as we kind of like wrap up the stream, like the last sort of 15 minutes that we're kind of in now, any last minute donations would be amazing. I think the total that we're after is, did you say it was £1,000 for Radio Sega as a whole?
Yeah, for Team Radio Sega was £1,000.
Yeah. Which I don't know what we're on actually. Just have a look at the Radio Sega chat. This one says it's close to £400 at the moment, I think, the total. And we're literally on the first day as well. We've got the whole of the weekend.
Blooming heck, I've just smashed my highest score.
Nice, bud.
That is literally my highest score ever. There you go, everyone. You've witnessed my highest ever score.
I'll keep going. I'll pass.
Right.
On that note, I'm going to the Hermit's Nest because...
What ticket did you get then?
I think they were green.
Green.
I think they were.
Is that based on score?
No, it's a different colour per machine.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me.
What is... If you're here to apprentice under me, I must respectfully refuse.
God, he looks a lot like Mr. Sun, doesn't he?
That's not it.
What?
Yeah, it does a bit. Same with the guy that's training the kids. Looks a lot like Sue, whatever his name is. Hugh.
Excuse me.
Master Sun is my favourite. Is that because your name's Shansun, perhaps? Master Sun?
Are they just not answering?
That's a cool name, okay.
Who's there? My name is Hazuki. I'm a friend of Mr. Yen's daughter, Shenhua.
There's some really good characters in Shenmue 3, to be honest, when you think about it.
Can you open the door?
I'm sorry. I can't do that.
Thank you very much.
Oh, Guy Man's just donated $25. Thank you very much. You are now in the draw for a copy of Shenmue World.
I'll go back to Shenhua.
Yeah, let me add your name to that list. Thank you for that.
save actually, because I know what'll happen if I don't. We've got about another sort of 10-15 minutes of the stream to go. So get your last sort of donations in, guys, because we're going to be rounding off very, very shortly. I'm going to smash out some more mini games, I think, to round us off nicely.
It's weird, isn't it? Like Son saying there, he's only played the game once. You think Shenmue fans waited this long, it'd be like the only thing that you can think about and you want to play. It's just time now, isn't it? Like you're mid-30s and...
Oh, Guy Man just said, I've got 2 copies of Shenmue World at home. Don't put them in contest. Give it to someone who needs it more.
Ah, cheers, man.
Fair play.
Do you want me to delete your name then?
Maybe
I do appreciate it though, mate. And thanks for buying 2. That's crazy. Legend.
Played Shenmue 3 about 10 times. That's runners. Brilliant.
That's ace, yeah.
Favourite soundtrack in the game? Gaming? That's a good question. Favourite song? I love the music in Shenhua's house. It's probably one of my favourite tracks. Or the track when you go to Niaowu is brilliant as well.
Yeah, that original that they played at the Kickstarter, didn't they?
Yeah.
It's one of the new songs here. I like the Bell Tower song. It's called the Bell Tower on Spotify. The soundtrack, that's amazing. And actually, I did find that plays. It's like a different variation of it, but it plays at the end of Guilin, Shenmue 2, when Ryo's like doing his little training on the cliffside, and the eagle flies around. I picked up that it's the same song. It's weird, actually. Obviously, they've repeated a lot of the songs from the original games, but I don't know whether the Shenmue 3 or Shenmue 2 now. I've listened to them that much on Spotify.
And also, they're uncompressed in Shenmue 3, aren't they? So they sound slightly different anyway.
They do sound slightly different. I don't know if they're like newer versions or older versions, because there's definitely some differences between some of the songs. Renner says he's played over the last 2 decades Shenmue 1 and 2 about 50 times.
Good work.
Yeah, I'd be the same, man.
Got away with that then. Save Shenmue building evening theme. Yeah, that's a lovely song actually.
Not too bad.
I like the Learning Scrolls soundtrack of New Paradise. Yeah, very good songs as well.
Dude, I can hear them actually. As soon as you say New Paradise, you can hear it in your head. It's like that sort of jolly.
Maybe I should play one.
I want to keep one and keep one in the bliss to have it mint condition. Yeah, Mr. Muscles for Smash Bros. Yeah, why not?
Imagine that. Imagine Nintendo Direct doing that as like the trailer. All these character reveals. They've got some random character from Zelda and then Mr. Muscles from Shenmue 3. Retro Godfather says, I like the Shenmue Shrine Night and the music that plays as you approach Shenmue's house at night.
Yeah, that's really nice as well, actually. You sort of come up from a hard day's playing mini games.
VIP music and the Golden Goose, yeah.
I like the Golden Goose scene actually, because like when you beat them up and they fall into the shell, stuff falls down. That's quite nice.
And smashes. That's cool.
I hate this game playing now, runners. Yeah. Well, I've just completely and utterly messed this up. So serves me for paying right for looking at the chat and not the game. Come on! Is he gonna make it? Is he gonna make it? Is he gonna make it? Oh,
I think he'll make that.
It's getting tight.
Yeah, you'll make that.
No, I won't. Cocks it up.
No, okay. Nearly.
Time away.
Not bad.
I
But I can do
reckon
better.
one more mini game.
Keep going.
Now, this is your last chance, everybody, to get your donations in for GameBlast 2021 for special effect. Any final donations will be counted.
Thank you very much.
Oh, Shenson's just thrown in 20 quid. Thank
Bloody
you
hell,
very much.
Nice one, man.
And
Appreciate that, Shen.
you'll be put into the draw for a copy of Shenmue World. We're part of...
Do you want another copy, Shenson?
Don't put him in the drawer, he said. That's fair enough.
Okay.
Hey, KYTRW. Nice to see you. We're not far off finishing, but if you want to get in the draw for a copy of Shenmue World,
Hang on, let me hold it up
make
again.
a donation
Every time you
right
say it,
now.
just hold it up.
Because I'm going to be rounding off the streams at the next 5 to 10 minutes maximum.
Copy of the magazine, actually. Nice 164-page full colour, glossy, thick print. It's nice.
I'll give it a try.
Spot UV treated. If any of that means anything to you.
It's really nice. You can feel that because it feels slightly raised on the cover. Did you see a black heart
Yeah, it
pass
does.
by? Yes, I did. And it ran over my cat, damn it.
And it comes with a CD from... I've left the open one and sealed there, but CD from Rio X, Shenwave collection, Synthwave, Shenmue covers. Oops, dropped it. Awesome music, to be honest. It's probably one of my favourite things that we've added to the magazine there. Oh, cheers, guy, man. That's
Fake out.
nice to see all these little
Casey
messages.
Radioman. Welcome back, Casey.
KC, yo, man. Top quality product. Making me blush.
Away with that.
What do you like about the Shenmue games, Matt?
Ooh. It's the world. It's the world building. It's the characters. It's just the fact that I could...
Everything. That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Everything.
It's the fact I could do what I wanted. It was groundbreaking at the time. It just immerses you. And it's a game that it's just special. It's just a very, very special game. Great God. Oh, he wants to be left off the draw. He's got his copies in the magazine. Fair enough, fair play.
So at the moment, we've got 8 people in the draw. We've got Johnny Frazier, Sylvia, which was Shiraru Pajama, SK, Azumo Hazuki, Retro Godfather, Lionel Soars, Sergi Nest, and Iapol.
Right,
so 3 of you going to get
one more mini game, and then we'll do the draw and round things off, I think. I would just say as well, we are
the top score.
I'm gonna
Landy bust. I can show it, to be fair. It's only here. I have to lift my MacBook up. So
I'll let you do that, James, before
it's going to be difficult because I've got to kind of hold the mic up at the same time. Oh shit, where's that wire? Son, what are you doing to me, mate?
That is
there you go.
Badass.
Don't want to drop my MacBook. So yeah, for context, that is one of the busts that they gave as one of the tiers on Kickstarter. It's one of the original. Is it 19?
Maybe I should play.
I don't even know when they were designed. When would you say they were designed? Like 1998, I want to say, but they could be from the Saturn era even.
I would suggest they probably are from the Saturn era. I mean, I don't know for sure, but it's badass, absolutely badass. I love it.
So they kind of like they showed them off the original Shenmue premiere. I think they had them in like these nice display cases. But yeah, there you go. Son, is that enough for you, man? I've got a few things in the way actually. And
you've got like a complete, your games collection's like completely badass. It like puts mine to bloody shame. I mean, mine's in the other room.
Got like
Well, you can see behind me is 2 Sonic
cleavage.
Funko Pops.
It's got a bit of a cleavage, little Landy has. But yeah, it's cool. It comes with certificate as well that I wasn't expecting. And I don't think a lot of people knew about. I mentioned that in the that Kickstarter episode we did. I could imagine someone throwing that away because it was like shoved right at the bottom of the box. So yeah, there you go. Awesome Shenmue history piece.
Just cracked my knuckles there. Right, I'm going to smash Whack-A-Mole one more time, and then once James has set himself back up, it's draw time. And then I'll round us off for the evening. Don't forget, guys, we are part of Team Radio Sega today. They have a quiz on at 11 o'clock. If you want to go and join into that, and we are going to try and host the streams that are going on for the rest of the evening as well. Right, now...
That deserves a mic drop.
It's a bit of a mic drop, isn't it? End stream now.
I think I did drop the mic, to be fair.
We're doing alright here.
I'll say the Sonic Pops are quite nice.
They tried to deliver my Tails one today, but I was out. I went for a walk.
Tails.
Yeah, I've got that flop Tails coming.
What, Sonic? Yeah. I know like a lot of people don't like the Funko Pops, but I think the Sonic one specifically actually looked really good.
It's in the other room, but I have a custom Ryo Hazuki one.
I wouldn't mind getting that, you know.
You said it's really
it would be nice if they actually designed a Shenmue series of Funko Pops. It's dead eyes.
Sell out instantly.
I bet they would, to be fair. That is what Funko Pops are about, though, isn't it? Like pop culture things, like iconic, niche sort of things. I think Shenmue, nice to have a nice line of them.
Guy man, I'll go and get it. You can see it.
Replica mirrors, yeah.
Bobby Noggs Customs did it, and the wife got it made for me. It was a birthday present, actually. It's bloody fantastic. I think there's only 3 of them.
What, he's only made 3?
He's only made 3 Rios, yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
I'll go and get it before we finish, just so people can see it.
Just like think that whole line though. There's so many great Shenmue characters that are just. I mean, obviously it's easy to say for Shenmue fans, but they're just gagging for a figure, aren't they? Like Ren, Huiying. Imagine a nice bloody figure of Huiying with blue dress and stuff. Joy. I can imagine a nice diorama like Ryo and Joy on the motorbike or something. What are you thinking now? The massive bloody Donio. Landy. I know we've already got Landy actually.
Oh, that's a hell of a score.
He's smashing this, bud.
2,410. That is ridiculous.
There's a bonus stage 4, isn't there? Did you just get that? Stage 4?
Yeah.
Right. I got the top
Right,
score.
I'm going to quickly get my little Funko Pop, and then it'll be draw time.
Okay.
Oh.
That little kid off the DLC. What is a figure? Honestly, they could do a nice range of Shenmue figures. Even little things like that. I know that's a bit of a joke, the little kid off the DLC, but I'd still buy it.
Right, so I don't know how much you can see of this on the stream, but there it is. Bobby Noggs Customs did this one. I don't know if you
Really nice it is. It looks like a proper.
I'm a bit worried about screen glare. You can probably see my screen on it.
Bit of reflection, yeah. If you took it out of the packaging or...
No, it's never coming out of the package, you know, for sure. You can see, like, the side of it, and then the back.
Looks like a real Funko, doesn't it?
Yeah.
How he's designed it.
It's bloody fantastic. It's really, really good. Really, really.
I'm surprised he's only made 3 then, like you say. Has he had to print the box himself? Or?
Yeah, they print the box himself. He does it all himself. Apparently, it's really hard to get him to make them because he does loads of like other ones. He does Harry Potter ones. He does all sorts of like Funko Pops, and he doesn't even know what Shenmue is. Really, I'd want him to do Ren or something like that, or Shenhua.
To be fair, that guy that made the Ren figure, I know I think he charges quite a lot for it, but that is a really nice figure as well. I've seen Eric Calsu's got it on Team.
Seen him on eBay. Right, I'm gonna just let me save the game.
Yeah, did we get anyone else donate last minute?
No.
£162. That's not bad going, guys, to be honest. And then
we've done
however many followers we're going to do quids for, aren't we?
Yeah, so we're probably going to be about 180 quid by the end of the night.
I reckon we could easily bump that up to 200 between us. Sorry, but yeah.
Right, so skipping these, I just want to get through so we can do the draw.
Yeah, I mean, we do have a statue of Landy that First for Figures did, which I've got just behind me as well, actually, but Shui Long, that would be a sick one.
Right, I've just put the game audio off for a minute. James, whenever you're ready, did you want to do the draw?
Yep. I can't share my screen, so you're just going to have to trust me, but I've got like a spinning wheel here. Click to spin. So like I say, the names we've got Johnny Frazier, Shiru Pajama, SK, Asmo Hazuki, Retro Godfather, Lionel Soares, Sergi Nest, and Ayapol. So good luck, guys. I'm going to draw 3 names, and the 3 names that come out are going to get a Shenmue World Pack. I'll have to get some details off. Hopefully everyone's still in the chat, addresses or whatever. Right, here we go. First one. You might be able to hear that spinning, actually.
Yeah, I can just about hear
Turn
it.
the sound up. So Shiru Pajamas, that's hear that?
Yeah, I can sort of hear it popping through.
So that's Sylvia. So the first one's Sylvia. Let me just make a note of that. Can't remember if she bought one or not, actually. Okay, so I can actually remove her from the list. That's good.
Oh, good.
There we go. Next one. Oh, I was just about to say Asmo Hazuki, but it landed on Retro Godfather. He's on YouTube. So congratulations, Retro Godfather.
And the last one.
I know you're still here, so if you can send me address. Probably the easiest way would be DM on Twitter, Retro Godfather, if you can, at SkillGym. Last one. There you go. Asmo. It was you, Nate.
Hey, there we go.
Asmo Hazuki. Close again, to be honest. It only just cracked on you at the last thing there. So brilliant. So there you go, guys. So those are the 3. You've got Shiru Pajama, Retro Godfather, and Asmo. Congratulations. And I think everyone else is still in the Radio Sega draw anyway. But you've got to take part on the quiz at 11 PM, which we're not far off now, to be honest. We're only like 35 minutes away from that.
Yeah. Right, guys.
Sorry, codename.
I'm going to just round us off now, guys. Thank you to everybody who's donated and taken part in the stream today. Your money is going to an absolutely fantastic cause, and James and I will be putting in £1 for every follower that we picked up tonight. Don't forget to
tune in. Do we know how many we've got or not?
I can check it, but I think it's about 10.
Yeah.
So there we go. And no one.
So like I say, I'll match that. So what's that?
That's 20 quid.
So 162, 20 quid, 182. Can we round it up to 200?
Maybe. I'll see. I'll see. Yeah, yeah, join in for the rest of the weekend, guys. We're part of Team Radio Sega for this, and Radio Sega have got a schedule up on their website. Check it out. At the moment, I'm just see what streams they've got running at the moment. Where are we? So 10 to 11, we've got Late and Live with Resident SD kicking off, and I believe Tojo Dojo are streaming right now. So either two of those, and you've got the Radio Sega quiz at 11. Make sure you register by 11. The quiz is going to start around 11:15. I don't know if they've generated it yet, but it will be online very, very shortly. And all remains for me to say is thanks to James for joining me tonight and helping me keep track of everything.
Thanks, Matt.
It's
been good.
Fun and games technically as well. Thank you to everybody who's popped in this evening. Just to let you know, James and I will be streaming again next Saturday, probably from about 8 o'clock, but we will confirm that anyway. But everyone, guys, winners, just before I go, drop Skill Jim a DM on Twitter, because I don't necessarily have your details. So at Skill Jim on Twitter, just find him out. Or if you can't find James, find us on Twitter or Facebook for the guys who won, and we can pick that up one way or another.
Like Retro Godfather says, you should have my details through the donation. I don't know, is that a thing? Possibly.
I can check it, but I doubt it. I will have a look, but if not, just be safe and drop us a DM or drop Skill a DM, just because we want to make sure everybody gets their prizes.
Either me or Dojo. Yeah. I'll check both.
And then all that remains for me to say is, guys, thank you very much, and we will see you next weekend. Thank you and good night.
All the best, guys. Thank you.